Hey everyone, Matt August here, August Luxury Motorcars. My family and I are taking a road trip to Whistler, British Columbia, Canada, which is about 520 kilometers from Kelowna. We'll be traveling over 3 mountain passes, the highest being 5,600 feet above sea level. So it should be quite the trip. We're taking a Hummer. For those of you that haven't followed us or followed me, I've been driving the Hummer brand for 10 to 12 years. I've done lots of different trips to Moab, camping trips all over the place. I love the brand, and we're excited to tow our brand new 30-foot Airstream on this trip to Whistler, British Columbia. So let's go check out the truck. You thought we'd be taking a Hummer H1. We're taking the Edition 1 2023 Hummer EV on this epic adventure. We're gonna test how far this truck can go, towing its max capacity through some pretty gnarly mountain passes, all the way to Whistler, British Columbia. Follow along, it's gonna be epic. The adventure begins.
Whistler!
All the way to Whistler. Over the night, we lost a little bit of charge. We are at 98% leaving Kelowna. We've begun our ascent to 5,600 feet above sea level. 125 kilowatts an hour. Arrival time to Merritt at 63% battery. So we've made it to the top, 5,600 feet, and we're on our descent. We're now recharging our battery on the way down. We've traveled, we got 27 minutes left, 34 kilometers, and should get to Merritt with a 50% battery. We've made it to Merritt. Now we are gonna unhook so we can charge. Machine doesn't seem to want to work. So good thing this guy just left, and we'll try this one. So it's 50 cents per minute of charge. Once it's done initiating, we'll find out how long we're going to sit here for. So go tell us how long we get to sit here before we're 100%. Friday at 3:20.
Seriously?
It's a little ridiculous, I think. A 2-hour pit stop just to get 100% again. So we drove for less than 2 hours and have to charge for 2 hours. Oh, that's EV life, I guess. So after 16 minutes of charging, it decided it would turn itself off. So now we've reinitiated and we're charging again. And these people are having the same issues. So at least we have a house to chill in while we get our charge on. We are 58%, 10 more than we were when we first got here. So we are sat there 45 minutes, screwed around with the stupid machine for about 20 minutes. So we've got about 25 minutes of charge, and I'm now leaving because I'm annoyed. And off we are to go charge in Hope, another 100 kilometers away. So we're on our next mountain pass. We've got 96 kilometers to go, and we will be there with 44% battery life. So we'll be our next charging stop. Yay. Top of the Coquihalla Highway. Those who watch the Highway Through Hell, we are on the highway. and still using a lot of energy to do this. By the time we're at the bottom of the hill, we will be charging again. We're going downhill. We're generating 144 kilowatts. So it says we're supposed to end with 33% battery life, but my calculation says 43%. Let's see if we can truck on. So when we got to Merritt, we had used 1 kilometer per kilowatt hour, and because of coming down from the top of Coquihalla, we actually got 3.1 kilometers per kilowatt hour because we were generating so much power on the way down.
How long do you think we'll be here for?
Well, it says it's 3:46 and it says 6 o'clock, so. So this charger is 3 times faster than the last one we were at. It was delivering 121 kilowatts an hour versus the other one was like 50. We left at 11 o'clock, somewhere around there, Kelowna, and what would normally take 2.5 hours to get to Hope, where we're just now leaving, it's 5 o'clock, 5:02, and we are on our way to Squamish, hopefully. It says we will get there with 47% battery remaining, and I think we'll get there with 20%. We'll see. As Mike Hall would do with his fingers, we can point and do whatever we want because we don't have to drive anymore. It's on Super Cruise. We are finally rolling into Vancouver, and we're just about to come across the Port Mann Bridge. We have 94 kilometers to our next charging station. Yes, 3 times now. We'll be charging hopefully in Squamish. Now they have a very fast charger, so what we've learned is try to find the highest kilowatt charger, and money's become no option at this time. We will pay however much to get the fast charger. So welcome to Vancouver. So we're on Highway 1 on the north side of Vancouver. The truck says we have 146 kilometers to the battery is empty. We've got a couple of pretty big hills to go up. It's saying we're 64 kilometers from our electrified Canada charging stop. So we'll see what the hills do to our range and see where we end up. First positive thing about EV experience today is if it takes you this long to drive, you're most likely going to see a sunset, and it's beautiful.
by Canada, the fast charging stations. This will be our quickest stop. Places to eat. And we're almost there. How you feeling?
Well, I thought it was going to be 20% left. It was 18 from what the truck told us 40 to begin with.
I guess 12, so you're doing good.
So we're 8 hours in to it should be a 5-hour drive. We've charged to 70% and we have 43 minutes and we should arrive with 57% of our battery. All the way to Whistler. "11-hour journey. We've arrived at a campsite in Whistler. We have the trailer plugged in. The Hummer's charging. See you in the morning and we'll show you what it's like. So at our campsite here, we were able to plug the Hummer in to the 50 amp plug for the trailer. And since the guys at August Customs did the solar, lithium, battery upgrade to the trailer, we actually didn't need to plug it in because we charged from the power of the sun. So we are fully charged at the Hummer EV and we have full power at the camper. We are ready to leave Whistler for another adventure. We are going a different way. We're going to Duffy Lake Road, it's called. So it goes down to Lytton and then to Merritt and then eventually Kelowna. Let's go. Not a hope am I doing that again. So we've organized transportation. It'll be here this afternoon to take the trailer home. We're going just EV without a trailer. And we'll see, it says we were going to get 489 kilometers out of range, which would make us pretty much into Kelowna. So now we'll test the EV without towing. Way down the Duffy Lake Road, stopped here at a lake, and I'll show you on the map. So Vancouver, and we're way up here. We'll go to Lillooet, all the way this way through Cache Creek, and then to Merritt. On a pretty gnarly mountain pass coming out of Lillooet on our way to Lytton. The Hummer's been great. We've got lots of range left. This is a sweet truck when you're not towing. All. We're almost in Merritt and just ton of horses.
Hi guys. How's it going?
It's a dangerous stretch of road if you're not paying attention. How fast can a cow run? 16 kilometers an hour. So we've made it to Merritt. Plugged in. "30-minute stop." That should be enough to get us home. Here we are coming down the hill from Merritt, and we're on Super Cruise. Lane change. Using 0 powers because we've regenerated all the way down. Well, we've made it back home. We charged for 30 minutes in Merritt, which we probably didn't need to charge for that long, as we have 36% battery life, so we could have probably got away with only charging for 15 minutes, which I think is totally doable on a little bit of a road trip. So I'll give you guys a debrief tomorrow. We're tired when we're in bed. All right, we're back. We're back here at August Motorcars. The Hummer's back, the trailer's back. The Hummer came back on its own without towing. We had a fantastic time. We went the back way down the Duffy Lake Road for Whistler. We did a little bit of off-roading, which you saw in the video. The truck is so capable. It is an awesome vehicle to drive off-road. It's big, but feels small just the way it turns. The all-wheel steering, the rear-wheel steering, the way it is off-road is fantastic. We had a beautiful drive home. We only needed to probably stop for 10 minutes in Merritt. We stopped and had dinner at the time, so we got a lot of charge into the vehicle. The Hummer EV I have no problem with. I actually quite like driving the truck. I think it tows fantastic. Super Cruise, the blind spot camera system, as soon as you turn the signal on, it shows your trailer. Everything about the truck I love. I just think the problem is the infrastructure that we have for electric vehicles is a little flawed, especially for towing. When you plan your route on a stop that one of the chargers is supposed to give out a certain amount of kilowatt hours, and it gives 20% of what it's supposed to, it dramatically changes the time you're sitting there charging. And especially for a vehicle that has the largest production battery in a vehicle. So it does take a lot of time for that to get up into the kind of 80-90% where you want to be, feel comfortable to then go on towing over another mountain pass or a long distance. So all in all, I love the vehicle. I still love every Hummer, and I didn't think I was gonna love the EV, but I do. It's fantastic. I do think that infrastructure is our biggest hurdle here, and hopefully one day we get to figure it out. And I'll tell you, for now, I will be towing with the diesel and driving my Hummer around town and towing things that are short distance. But hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe we'll do a little bit more if you guys like it. So subscribe, like, comment, and let us know what you think.